Hello, everyone. I would like to talk to you about a Japanese Idol album that I recently purchased, which I believe is the best Idol album I've heard in 2015, maybe the best Idol album I've heard in the past, 3 or 4 years. And that album is Parfait by Candy Kiss. Um, Parfait is something unique, I think. It's a Japanese Idol album that actually offers some originality in at least a couple of ways. The first way is that none of the songs in the album have been previously released, either on a CD or as a digital download. Although a few of the songs have been performed live sometime during the past 20 months, none of these songs have been available in a studio version until now. Furthermore, I don't think there's any plans to release any of these songs on a single, and I don't think there's any studio music videos on YouTube, uh, which is kind of an unusual way of promoting an album. Just now on YouTube, Candy Kiss are doing these short promos where they're singing a few seconds a cappella, and there's several videos like that. And then of course there's live performances. They're performing live in small venues in Japan, and that's how they're really promoting the album. They're not promoting the album by releasing tons of singles. They're not uh, making music videos for 3 or 4 of the songs. They're just they release an album of all new material, and they're letting people know at their live performances, we got a new album out. None of the songs have been released before. We hope you all buy it and enjoy it. And I bought a copy, and yes, I very much enjoy this a lot. Um, so I think releasing an entirely new album of songs with no previously released content, no B-sides, no remixes, etc. Uh, this is something unique and possibly very original. I don't know if another Japanese idol group has done this before. Another way this is unique is the format in which the album is set up. The whole album is made to sound like a Japanese radio broadcast. At the beginning, you hear some music and then a woman's voice saying FM Candy Kiss Parfait. And after that, you hear the 3 members of Candy Kiss, Kotoko, Fukushima Kotoko is first, and then after that is Yoshizawa Ruri, and then finally the leader Oguchi Ryoka. They introduce themselves in that order, and they talk a little bit, and then they introduce the next 3 songs you're about to hear. And those 3 songs are tracks 2, 3, and 4, and the songs are Luna no Sasayaki, Odate, Utate, Warate, Idate. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing the Japanese. I'm not very good at that. And then the next song is called Hot Summer, and a lot of the words in Hot Summer are in English. There is some Japanese, but there's a lot of English in that song. And then the track 5 would be the next. They're named interludes. Interlude 2, the girls talk a little bit more, introduce the next 3 songs, and they do this a third time as well. Anyway, track 6 are Choto Dake, Open Arms, and First Love. All 3 of those songs have been performed live. Open Arms was first performed live in November 2013, so this is an older song, but it's never been released on a CD before, and I've been anxious for Open Arms to make an appearance on a CD. First Love, by the way, was originally sung by Uh, Rory, who is still in the group, and another girl named Shimoda Kaidi. This was a duet between them, and now it seems to be a duet between Rory and Kotoko, which is also nice because I love all of these girls. It would have been nice to have heard a studio version with Kaidi singing on it, but Kaidi and the leader of Candy Kiss, the former leader, Maya Sakurai, left the group in May. So uh, this new Candy Kiss album only has 3 members on it. Um, and then track 9 is the third interlude, followed by Bara no Maho, Kanishima no Burning Love, and the last track is Tu Ai Shita Hito. Actually, that's not the last track on the CD, it's the last song. Track 13 is the final interlude, and on that, the girls thank the audience, or thanks the listener for listening to the album. And they say, "This has been Candy Kiss, arigato gozaimasu." And then you hear some outro music, and this time a woman's voice singing FM Candy Kiss Parfait, and then there's some music that fades slowly, and the album's over. Now the entire album is like 38 minutes 45 seconds, so it's kind of short. It's not super long, but I appreciate the fact that these songs don't get dragged out to 7 minutes or 8 minutes or something. And I know at least one idol group that likes to do stuff like that, and I think that's kind of boring. Uh, I think this whole radio show format for the album Parfait is unique. Uh, I haven't heard another Japanese idol album like this before. I don't know if there is one. It's possible because I haven't listened to every single idol album ever released. But I'd say this is fairly unique and rare. If it's been done before, it's pretty rare. It's not something that's done every day. Most albums are a collection of songs, and the songs are arranged in a certain order, I guess, by the company that puts out the CDs. And sometimes, if you don't like the order of the songs, you can program your CD player to rearrange the tracks in the order you do like. That's kind of nice. But in this case, you don't really want to do that because this is an album that's meant to be listened from start to finish. It's not meant to be skipped around. You're not supposed to press the skip button because this is it's not exactly what I would consider a concept album, but it does have something of a concept. This is the radio station, and it's sort of it's the CD version of a radio broadcast, and it's I think that's just really interesting and kind of unique, and it's a lot of fun too. So I give Candy Kiss points for doing something different than many other idol groups. And another thing I thought was kind of interesting about this album was on the credits of the CD. They have a special thanks to Maya Sakurai and Kaidi Shimoda, the former members, which is about as um, that's not something that usually happens with idol albums. And most of the time these idol companies, they once a member leaves, they just kind of cut them off and tell the other members, don't talk about the former members, that they're gone now, they're dead to us. That's it. you know and they don't get us the credit or a thank you even if they do sing on the songs that are on the album. These former members are just done away with. At least that's what most idol companies do. It's like, these members are gone. Don't mention them. And here, Candy Kiss are thanking Maya and Kaidi, who used to be in the group. Now, there used to be other girls in Candy Kiss. Hanuka Yamashita, who is my favorite member, was the pink or red member, depending on your eyesight. I guess I thought her costume was supposed to be pink, but it's been called red by some people. Uh, she left the group in early 2014, which disappointed me. And prior to that, there was another girl in the green dress, um, Mahochi. Oh, great, I forget her name. But Mahochi was the original girl in the green dress, and she's in the first Candy Kiss video, Koisuro Candy Kiss. Um, Now, another thing I wanted to talk about is how Candy Kiss have actually progressed. This is a progression from their early material. This is not the same type of cutesy pop that they were doing. Now, I love all the early Candy Kiss songs. In 2014, they released Love Romancer, which I think is one of the best Idol songs of 2014. It's one of those songs that I can't get out of my head, and I just love it. I just listen to it over and over and over, and I don't get tired of Love Romancer by Candy Kiss. It's one of the best songs I've ever heard. And but the new songs on Parfait are kind of mature. They're a step. They're not. This is not super mature. The Candy Kiss haven't made any radical changes to their image, but they are changing. They're progressing. They're moving forward. They're all in high school now, and they're singing love songs that are appropriate for girls 15 to 17 years old. And I like the fact that they're doing this. They're not just going in a circle, doing the same things over and over, and basically stagnating like some idol groups do. Candy Kiss are actually doing something um, to move forward. Instead of staying here, they're moving forward. And I love that. I love the fact that they're moving forward. They're becoming more mature. They're not just doing the same old thing over and over. So this is another thing that I think that makes Candy Kiss unique and original. They're not the same. This is not the same old Candy Kiss that debuted in 2012. If you're not a fan of Candy Kiss already, then I'd say now's a good time to start becoming one. This is a period in Candy Kiss's career in which they're sort of starting fresh now that they've lost half their members, and they're doing something a little bit more mature, and they're releasing this very unique album. And I highly recommend it. If you haven't listened to Parfait by Candy Kiss, I highly recommend it. This is the new Candy Kiss album, Parfait. Here is the back. Have to be careful. The inside. And special thanks right here. I don't know if you can see that. There's a CD and a DVD, and the booklet is in the side with the CD. And I don't really like these digipack things because I'm afraid my CD is going to scratch and the DVD might scratch. But that is their new album. And for those who are not familiar, Koisuro Candy Kiss, first single. Tinkerbell ga Yamakita, I think. This is their second single. Beautiful Girl, their third single. and Love Romancer, their fourth single. And that is the entire Candy Kiss catalog. Uh, I'm a huge fan. It's the Candy Kiss so far is the only idol group that I have everything by. Now, I guess there are some idol groups that have only had like one or two singles released so far, and I bought those, so I guess I could say I have everything by them. But honestly, that's not. Uh, it's not really a fair comparison. Candy Kiss has been around for 3 years, and even though they only have four singles and one album, I have all of them. And there's other groups that I'm trying to buy all the CDs and DVDs from, and there's just too many, so I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. But Candy Kiss is one group I have everything by. Um, Now, I think this is one of the best Idol albums ever. I encourage you to purchase a copy, take a listen to it, watch the DVD. The DVD is 54 minutes. It contains a lot of behind-the-scenes footage and interviews, and it contains a music video at the very end. There's some live performances too. Now, I don't know if these are the videos are edited with backstage stuff as well as on-stage stuff. So I don't know if these are really live or not, but it looks like they're live. There's a video for the final song, To Ai Shitahito, and it's full screen. The colors are faded, and it looks like an old home movie, like a old 1960s home movie. That's the complete opposite of what most idol groups are doing. It's not widescreen with lots of pretty bright colors and flashy special effects. This is very low budget. Now, I realize that Holy Island, Candy Kiss's company, probably don't have a huge budget to do stuff, but I still think it's kind of cool that Candy Kiss are attempting something different. They're not doing the same old stuff, and it's, uh, the Candy Kiss are trying something new, and what I like about Parfait is this is a genuine album, an album that requires your rapt attention from start to finish. It's meant to be listened in one whole sitting. You're not supposed to skip around tracks. You're not, it might seem a little bit odd if you only listen to half of it and then later listen to the other half. I don't know. I suppose you could do that, but it's not the type of album I would personally do that with. This is an album that once I put it on, I have to listen to the whole thing. I can't just skip tracks or listen to a couple of songs and stop it. I have to listen to the whole thing. This is a genuine album to me. This is something that contains music that all fits together nicely. The interludes with the radio station talk, that's just interesting and unique and fun, and I love this group, and I hope that I said something to convince you to pick up a copy of it. And thank you for listening to all of this. I really appreciate it. Um, my name is James Reed. I'm a huge Idol fan. I've been a huge Idol fan for 6 years. I have a blog called This Is Your Wake Up Call, and I haven't worked on it because I'm currently off the internet. I have a website called Sensational Idols, but through circumstances that uh, are mostly my fault, I no longer have the ability to edit that website, so I guess it's going to stay the way it is. And I'm pretty well known on the internet for all the things I've been doing to promote idols. I've created wikis. I got a Facebook page called Young Idol Singers, which hasn't been updated in a while, but that's who I am. And if you've heard of me for the first time, then it's nice to meet you. And if you know me, it's nice to uh, you know to well, I'm not actually talking to you, but I sort of am through this video. And I thank you for listening. Bye bye.